There's no quicker way to fail your driver's test than showing up in a car that isn't safe to drive. If one of your brake lights is out, if you've got a crack in the windshield or one of your turning indicators doesn't work, you're not going to be able to take the test and they'll make you reschedule. If you're using a BMW for the test, make sure to have a spare can of blinker fluid so that you can restock during the exam. Rolling a stop sign is a very easy way to fail your driver's test. Seems innocent, rolling through it at 1 mile an hour, even half a mile an hour. But legally, you actually have to stop for a full 3 seconds before resuming. Don't check your Snapchat at a stop sign either. Use smooth inputs. No matter how much of a car enthusiast your driving test proctor seems to be, showing him your 0 to 60 time, or slamming on your brakes because you just got new Stop Tech calipers, is not going to help you pass your test. Everything needs to be smooth. Smooth steering inputs, smooth on the throttle, smooth on the brakes. Really helpful tip is picturing yourself as Matthew McConaughey in a Lincoln commercial. Now, you can't have your hand up like this. You gotta have both hands on the steering wheel, but think about how he would look at the road and think about how smooth he would be with his inputs. If there are cyclists on the road, be extra careful. Keep distance from them. Often cyclists will blow through stop signs or red lights. Only pass if it is extremely safe to do so. When in doubt, stay behind the cyclist and give them plenty of space. If you end up hitting them, there's going to be a lot more than just failing your driver's test. You might actually damage your front bumper of your car, and that'd be less than ideal. Failing to check your rear view mirror often. You're actually supposed to check your rear view every 5 to 8 seconds. Doing it as often as you can will make your test proctor feel more comfortable, save you from losing some points. Multiple lane changes with one signal.
How much signal I need to cut across 8 lanes? None? I turn now. Good luck, everybody else!
If you happen to end up driving on the freeway or a multiple lane road and you have to get over several lanes, it's important to do it one at a time. Check your mirrors, check your blind spot, signal, get over one lane, turn your signal off after you've been in the lane for a few seconds, and then repeat the process. Blowing through multiple lanes at a time is gonna get you an F. Cutting corners on left-hand turns. People do this a lot. You're not trying to demonstrate your understanding of a proper racing line. If you do touch the double yellow line, it might be an instant fail. Driving too fast. It's very easy to get comfortable with normal driving, going the flow of traffic on the highway, which might be 5 or 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. Well, you can't do this during your driver's test. Practice going the speed limit or a couple miles an hour below, but not too slow because you can actually get in trouble for doing that as well. Practice, 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 so when the day comes, you're actually comfortable doing it. Being distracted by electronics or your phone. Turn your phone off. If you forgot that you scheduled a job interview and it rings and you instinctively pick it up and say, hey, I can't talk right now, I'm on my driver's test, it's not gonna look very good and you are going to lose points. Make sure not to use Tinder while you're taking your driver's test unless your proctor has already swiped right on you, in which case you might increase your chances of passing. Being rude to the proctor or getting annoyed. This is a terrible idea. They are, in fact, a human being. Treat them very respectfully. Slip them a $100 bill, bribe them, take them to dinner, anything. Just kidding. Absolutely do not do that. I'm sure that's an instant fail. But be as nice and respectful as possible. However, having long conversations probably isn't a good idea because you should be focused on the road. Running yellow lights. Don't do this. If you see the light ahead of you is yellow or turning yellow and you can look in your rear view and it looks safe to stop, just stop. Running the risk of the light turning red, depending upon your state, it's possible that's an instant ticket, and I'm sure it's not going to go over well with your driving test. Especially if it goes yellow, do not floor it. Just slow down and save stuff like that for after you pass. Being too nervous. If you've practiced a lot and driven on the road a bunch, doing your driver's test really isn't difficult. Just pretend you're going on a normal drive with a really strange passenger. Get a good night's sleep beforehand, take some deep breaths, and I'm sure you'll do just fine on your driver's test. I hope you found this video informative. Like always, please browse our channel and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you next video.